Okay. Just watched the other video. The audio sounded great. I could probably hold the gimbal out a little further. We'll see how that goes. And I noticed I forgot to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Mike. I live in Tucson, Arizona. 55 years old. 5'5". What did I weigh in this morning? 214 pounds. Yikes. Way too heavy. Now, I already uploaded, or will upload. I haven't, as I'm recording this, I haven't uploaded it. By the time you see this, it's there. So, my first video, I talked about my first attempt at keto. Now, I lost 60 pounds, but most of that not on keto. Most of that was Tucson medical weight loss and then working out while still on a low-carb diet, but not a ketosis, not a ketogenic diet. And then ketosis after that, which started out well and ended badly. And so then I went back to pizza and blizzards and cake and, standard American, sad American diet stuff, right? So, lesson learned. A year later, I've put on a lot of the weight back, so I'm going to take another run at ketosis. This was a little over a year ago, I guess. Maybe a year ago, about. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do this. I'm going to lose the weight that I put back on. I know this is going to work. I've watched a lot of stuff on ketosis. I've done a lot of research. A lot of doctors online that are talking about it. So I know that it's not only safe, but effective, blah, 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 blah. So I start. And everything's going great. And I didn't even get the keto flu this time, because the first time I did get keto flu, but I had done my research. So I was using lots of salt, and I was actually drinking salt water every morning and sometimes in the afternoon, bouillon, chicken bouillon cubes, all that stuff. So no keto flu. It was great. And I got into ketosis according to the urine strips probably, it took about a week maybe. Can't remember exactly. It's been a year, right? So I think everything was going great. I was getting that mental clarity that everyone talks about on ketosis. It's real, and like I said, things were rocking right along. And then one morning, thankfully it was a weekend. I think it was like a Saturday morning. I got this pain in my back, and it didn't take long for me to realize what it was, because I've passed 2 kidney stones before. And throughout that day, I passed my 3rd. As you can imagine, it sucked. Oh, it sucked so bad. Now, this kidney stone was the first one out of my left kidney. The other 2 are out of my right kidney. I don't know if that means anything, whatever. And this kidney stone was probably the most painful, but also passed the quickest. So, I was done by early evening, which was great. The other 2 took longer, which was not great. So at least it got through there in a hurry. So needless to say, that kind of discouraged me, and I ended up getting off of keto, going like, what's going on, man? It's like, this is my second attempt at keto and my second complication, and this is really kind of discouraging. Well, since then, I've done some more research, and I found a video. I don't know if you've found Dr. Boz yet. She's written a book. Her mom had cancer. She used ketosis to not only help herself, but to really help her mom. Her mom's still struggling a little bit, but got much better, and much better than her prognosis. So very successful. She kept notes because she's a doctor, and so she put her notes into a book and all that stuff. I'll link one of her videos below, because she did a mini series, What Can Go Wrong on Keto, and I think it was a 4-part series. And so I recently found this one, and one of them was kidney stones. And so she explains that when you're on the sad American diet and you're filling your system full of glucose, if you're prone to it, you're forming kidney stones in your kidneys, and I am prone to it, obviously, because I've had 3 so far. And it takes a while to form a kidney stone. So I already knew that if I passed a kidney stone on ketosis, there's no way that stone formed while I was in ketosis. It had to have already been there. And what she explained, that as your blood gets better and as you have ketones flying around your system, those kidney stones start to erode and they start to shrink. Once in a while, they'll erode from the kidney wall and bust out. And that's what happened. I figured I flushed it out because you drink a lot of water when you're on keto, because your body doesn't hold water. You got to drink a lot of water. So I thought I flushed it out with the water, but apparently my success in ketosis caused one of my kidney stones to break out and pass on through. And so I got discouraged, yes, and I should have kept going, but I was unsure because I didn't know. Now I know, thank you, Dr. Boz. So in that year, I've put on the rest of the weight. My original weight was 229 before my first attempt at losing weight, and I lost 60 pounds. I've since, it was 214 is what I weighed this morning, 216 yesterday. I've already lost 2 pounds on the carnivore diet, which I started 3 days ago. And that'll be my next video. But briefly, before I get into that, I want to talk about the third time I tried keto, which was about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. And I was house sitting in the foothills here in Tucson, that way. And so I was house sitting. I was like, okay, cool, I'm going to try keto. This will be good. I know what to do. I've learned so much. Diarrhea. First day. Boom. Diarrhea. Lots of diarrhea. It's not good. I mean, like, eat something, spend 5-10 minutes in the bathroom. Eat something, spend 5. It was ridiculous. I'm like, well, this is bad. So then I did it second day, same thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. I found some chocolate and had some bread, some other a cookie, some other stuff, and gave up on that. Well, Dr. Bosworth has another video, and I knew she did, but I didn't watch it because I didn't have the problem the other 2 times, and it was about your bowels. So I watched that one, and she talks about how you might have a vitamin D deficiency, and that would make it hard for your intestines to handle the fat. Or, it could be other factors that if your gut biome is messed up, and maybe you have some germs some bacteria in your small intestine where they're not supposed to be, that could cause a problem as well. So one of those things must have been going on. So since then, I've been not a lot, but just in the last few days, I've been having cod liver oil. I love cod liver oil. Hey, don't look at me like that. Great source of vitamin D, and it reminds me of the ocean. It's very nice. So anyway, so hopefully my vitamin D deficiency, if that's what it was, is getting better. And I'm on the carnivore diet, day number 3. I've had a little bit of a problem there, but not much, not enough to quit. But I'll talk more about the carnivore diet and why I decided to try it and how things are going as of day 3 in my next video. Again, thank you so much for checking out my new channel. Subscribe if you like if you liked, and we'll see you soon.